All right. Hey, what's up, brothers and sisters? I do not be knowing. But anyway, hey, what's up, brothers and sisters? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. All right, this is going to be an informative video on what you need now to travel to Barranquilla, Colombia. Okay, this is what you need now to travel to Barranquilla, Colombia. All right. So, let me greet everybody real quick. Horvorden Hardu, good dog. Ola, oi to the bank. Bosses Los, bonjour mes amis. Kida, bawani, konnichiwa. Ni hao, ni ama, sani bonani. Jumbo habaragani, assalamu alaikum and shalom. Alright, so, I'm making this video because there are some things I could have brought with me that I needed. Like the stuff that I was passing out, I ran out. And I brought things here that I didn't necessarily need. So as we break this down, all right, we're going to break this down in a way that's going to be informative, not for just for getting here, not get a damn passport and come here, all right, but we are also going to talk about the things that you need, all right, say like to get from the airport to your hotel, all right, what are you more likely to find in your hotel, all right, you will be surprised at what the hotels come equipped with if you decide to use a hotel. Okay, so if you decide to use a hotel, it's going to come equipped with some stuff already, all right, that'll make your life a lot easier in a way that it wouldn't be if you were going to Brazil. All right, so let's get into this and let's start breaking this down. But first, let me remind you to get those thumbs up. If you can right now, click the thumbs up button. Your comments, please comment. Let me know what you think, right? And then if you want to donate to what I am trying to do in the community, my Cash App and my PayPal me will be in the description box. All right, but remember, you always take care of your business before you donate to anybody. And also remember that you only give out of your abundance. All right. Now, let me take the time out to say that Brother Elijah is going to be giving that class. So also in the description box will be the email. All right. It's going to be Nabi Crypto to sign up for that class. This dude did not take a bath in the flex of the crypto market. And there's a reason for it to go down the way that it did. And some of y'all fell into the trap. But some of you long-time investors did not. He's going to teach you how to be a long-time ones and how to recognize things and recognize how to choose based on a purpose. All right. So that's going to be a private class given only to us brothers. And you got to do the email. And I'm going to do a live tomorrow, and we're going to discuss that. But I just wanted to do this real short video to inform people on what's really going on here. All right. So a lot of brothers are coming here upset, frustrated, and everything, and ending up happy. All right. So this is the why. This is the why that you got brothers flocking to Colombia, to Brazil. And there's a difference between Colombia and Brazil and when you think about the quality of women. For what Afro men like, Brazil is going to have that in spades in a way that the Colombian women don't have. However, the real brothers are going to appreciate the beauty of the Colombian women because they are not slouches. They are just as beautiful. They just don't have the big badonkadonk the way that the Brazilians have. All right, and there's a reason they have it like that. All right, and so Brazilians spend a lot of time at the gym. I will say that, or walking, or exercising. All right, they have more of an Afro DNA in them because of the amount of slaves that were taken there during the Mid-Atlantic slave trade. All right, so because of chattel slavery, they got that shape, you know, that the BW have lost. If you look at the BWs now in the United States, that feminine shapely thing is gone. Right? It's like the Most High have turned them over to look like, without having the power of it, to look like that which they were trying to copy and eliminate. And that would be us Afro men. All right? So a lot of brothers are going over there happy. Right? And so what happens is, how you get there to meet this. All right, so this is what I'm going to tell you. All right, these are the tools that you need. All right, the first tools you need to do for yourself is to renew your mind, and don't let them simps, BWs, or anything talk you into being with a woman that have a bunch of children that's been run through by Pookies and Ray Ray that cannot tell the truth to save their life, even when they know you know they're lying. All right, these are the things that don't matter to them. Why? It's their prerogative. All right, that's wickedness that cannot be changed. Right? So you need to change your environment. So we all know about getting the passport to come to Colombia. So Brazil is going to be a little bit different. Well, right now Colombia is just like Brazil. Really, it's just like Brazil. So before you needed to do the MIG, Colombia MIG, you don't have to do that anymore. All right, you show up with your COVID test 96 hours before you arrive. So that's like 4 days. So you should be able to get tested, have the results before you hop on the plane. They will check on the plane when you're leaving the United States, and then they will check on the arrival. Immigration will ask you for it. So just have it in a file on your phone, or Photoshop, just in the photos on your phone. All right, so there's the one thing. All right, the other thing is that when you get here, all you need to begin with from the airport, so you don't get hosed, is basically a $50 bill. This is why you need this. All right, this is if you're coming to meet this. You need the $50 bill to make the exchange, which is open all day. But the reason why you need the $50 bill, because they take a chunk out, right? So the exchange rate for that $50 bill was going to be 187 mil, right? And what they gave me was 185 mil. All right, I was more than able to make it up by what I'm going to talk to you next about. All right. So in my next conversation, Session, I want to shout out a particular brother. All right. And the reason why I want to shout him out is this. Of all the people that's come here, right? Of all the people that's come here to Colombia, this was the only brother, all right? This was the only brother that clearly answer question, a particular question, and let's say this, let me see, I'm getting his name. He's the solo traveler. All right. Now, this is what is in what was so important about this brother, right? And we're going to do a video together. But what's important about this brother is that one of the apps that I needed, all right, is what I used once I got into the airport. And that app was InDriver. Now, I'm going to tell you how I did this. I have InDriver, that's INDRIVER, and I have Uber. And so when you're looking on these apps, InDriver will ask you, how much do you want to pay to get from the airport to your destination? This is what I did. What I did was I pulled up Uber because after midnight there's no drivers. But InDriver, you could call somebody. You will have to sit in the front seat. I pulled up Uber and I saw what Uber's price was for their economy, right? And then I chose that price as if I was calling an Uber. The guy accepted and he was at the airport right away. All right. And so here's the other step to that. You got to act like this dude is your best friend, because there are officers watching, because the cab lobbyists, they wanted to hose people like they normally do. And people got tired of being hosed. So when these driver apps took over, they took over because the cab drivers in many countries, to include the United States, were very dishonest, especially with foreigners, right? They were very dishonest. And they would take them on a ride for real and overcharge. And so people don't trust them anymore. But the government is paying attention to all these lobbies and screwing over their people and screwing over tourists, which is stopping tourists from coming here. Had it not been for these InDriver apps and stuff like that, I wouldn't go anywhere once I got to Colombia, and I would leave immediately if I had to depend on the taxi. All right? So there's that. So, all right, now you're preparing to meet these females, and so what do you need next? One, get Google Translator on your phone. Hit it for Spanish, but not Mexican Castillo Spanish. Hit it for the other Spanishes, right? And so it'll be part of your drop down when you're picking your languages. And be sure to do your language as downloaded so you can access the app when there's no Wi-Fi or connection. All right. Now, when you do this, this is very important. You must learn Spanish, but this app, along with Duolingo, can teach you Spanish on the fly. All right. You practice your enunciation and all the rest of that stuff. But this app will bridge the gap for what you don't know. Just know the polite stuff. Gracias, de nada, buenas tardes, buenos dias, buenas noches. Okay? Learn how to pronounce the letters of the alphabet. All right? When you do this, this will make things a lot easier for you when you get here. Which you can't say right away, you can say it through your phone. And that'll work. That'll even work with dates. All right? Now, the other thing is, don't let people deter you. These BWs have put a hit out, so to speak, on the brothers with passports because we are leaving the plantation. And the house dudes in the plantation, so-called K-N-E-E that grows, that want to stay on the plantation or keep you on the plantation because they don't want to leave or they can't leave, all right, they will be hostile to you. And I'm looking at a lot of these clowns who don't watch my video making comments about what they think that I think about a subject, but they don't know what I think because they don't watch the videos. They just make comments. And I never saw a sad bunch of sorry black men in my life than I see out of them young dudes on Facebook that look like they do nothing but sit up, blow trees, play Madden, and wax philosophical about stuff that they don't even know. All right? For some reason, they think that wacky tobacco makes them smarter. So there's hostility against us for this. This is what they're trying to stop. The BWs, not the white man. The white man to make it more difficult, but the BWs and their minions are trying to stop the brothers that have this. Why? All right? Why do they want to interrupt our kung fu? Because that's basically what it boils down to it. We tired of them. We getting, right? And we have the sense to move along. We put it in practice. We done did our exercises, saved up our money, got our passport. We out. Well, this is why. Because a lot of brothers are easily hooking up with this. And they're finding it easier to be a satisfied man, if you know what I mean. They don't have to go through the hostilities of dealing with the BW in the United States or her minions. All right? And when you go over here, you stop thinking, well, I need somebody with a Brazilian badonkadonk, and start saying, well, wow, no, this is beautiful too. Oh, and they treat you well. All right? One of the brothers said it best about the Brazilian women. They'll like you right away. You will know it. But then they'll move on to the next thing. All right? They're here, there, everywhere, like scripture says. Their feet never rest. And that's why they're doing so bad. But they will like you. They will be with you for a little bit. All right? But their mind is hazy and it's difficult to talk to them is because they're consistently thinking about their next move and they don't slow down long enough to say, oh, wow, I need to make some changes. All right. So at the end of the day, this is what we have to do to them simps. All right. We just beat them out of our life. All right. We don't need it. They just need to get out of our lives. Why? Because we're going to do what we are going to do. And the BW can't stop us. And neither can her minions. Because remember, y'all, this is still a no depolicing zone. And the BW, they have lost. They don't even know it. They can't admit it, and they won't admit it. But we don't need them like they wish they had us. With that said, I'm out.